computer. 2 seconds. Yes. Thank you. Recording.
Lush. So, good evening, everybody. Huge welcome to our Christmas campaign webinar. So thank you so much for spending the next 45 minutes to an hour with us, so we can just explain a bit about what we've been up to, what we've been putting together for you guys to help you with your businesses over the last couple of months of the year, so you can absolutely end the year on a high. So the Christmas campaign that we are going to talk you through, we've named Glow Gifts, and it's going to be mega exciting. So you need a pen and paper. Take away all distractions, because the first bit that I'm going to do with you really needs your full attention. And we're just going to get you prepped so that you can understand a bit about what we're going to be putting on, the ways that you guys can help us as well in terms of making this an absolutely amazing campaign, because more people, the more momentum, the more excitement, the more results that we're all going to get. So what I want to do first is just really understand specifically what you want to achieve. And some of you might not have thought about this. So before I go into the actual campaign, this campaign will actually be just sat there doing nothing unless you really understand why you need to do it in the first place. So I want you to think about what specifically you want to achieve towards the back end of the year, and what do you want, where do you want to get your business to? Because if you are just kind of floating along now is the time with this campaign to really put a rocket up your bum and make sure that you can end it on a high. Because I promise you, with what we've put together, it's totally possible. And the stuff that we've got to share with you is going to be an amazing way to end your year on a high, but also start 2019 really strong. So you can type in the chat box or just note it down on your bit of paper. So what specifically do you want to achieve? What do you need to get your business to in November and December? It might be that you want to head for a promotion. It might be that you just want to do a certain volume of retail so that you're earning a certain income for Christmas. It could be that you want to help some people in your team achieve a promotion, but what specifically do you want to achieve? So I want you to type it in the chat box so I know that you guys have got something down. Write it down in front of you as well. But it's really important that you're specific, because that's the way that our mind works. It needs specifics. And what I mean by that is, if you said to yourself, okay, I want to lose weight, which is something that people say to themselves all the time, and the way that our minds work, they work literally. So if I just went to the toilet, which I did just before I came on the webinar, I had a wee, guess what? I've lost weight. So my unconscious will be like, yay, we've done it. But we haven't, because it's not actually really probably what I want. I probably wanted to lose maybe 7 pounds, or you have to get specific. So I want to know exactly what you want to be earning, what you want to be achieving in your business by the end of December. In fact, just do it for November for now. So what you want to be earning in November, because we can plan out December another time, but just focus on the next month. So the next month ahead, what do you want to be earning? So Nicola said she wants £850 cash profit to pay for her boys. So what exactly do you want? And once you've got that written down, and she said £500 personal retail, £300 for Lego Disney Castle. Amazing, Claire. So keep them coming in. Put it in the chat box. Or if you're not sure where the chat box is, just write it down on a bit of paper. So what I want you to do is actually now take yourself to 15 minutes after you've successfully achieved that goal. So I want you to actually think about what you would have to see, hear and feel to know that you've got that. So if I take Claire, for instance, Claire wants £350 to go to Lego Disney Castle. So I'm guessing that that's something she's going to be doing with her kids. So what she might see, hear and feel is she might see herself telling her kids that she's taking them to Lego Disney Castle. she would feel really proud and excited. She'd feel happy in the moment, and she would probably hear them screaming with excitement to know that they're going there and that she's achieved it. So I want you to write down, just think for a moment and really just take a little bit of time, like just really noting actually what specifically would you have to see, hear and feel to know that it's happened. So just see what you would see, feel what you would feel, and hear what you would hear. And I want you to write that down a bit like a story. So imagine that you're writing like a little book to yourself of actually that in that moment, write down what you're going to see, hear and feel. So again, if I use Claire as an example, I hope you don't mind me using you, Claire, but she would be writing, oh my God, I'm sat in my living room. I'm just about to tell my children that I'm taking them to Lego Disney Castle. I feel so proud of myself knowing that I've earned the money through my Forever business to get us there. And I'm just saying to myself in my head, like, I'm really proud of you and you've done it. I can't believe it. So, and I feel so overwhelmed with happiness, emotion, and I can hear the kids screaming as I tell them, knowing how excited they are. So write it as a story to yourself. Write down what exactly you're going to see, hear and feel. Now, I do this every single month now because I know the power of it, and I know that it will really get my mind on board, and that's 80% of the work. So then if we can get the strategy right, which we're going to coach you through in terms of the Christmas campaign, we are absolutely going to achieve exactly what we want. So once you've got that, note how you're going to keep yourself accountable. So I would definitely say you need an accountability buddy, or you need to check in with your upline every Sunday. My team do it with me, because people who have accountability, they succeed even more. So think about how you're going to keep yourself accountable towards achieving that. So you need to write down your goal, write down whatever it is that you want, write it in the present tense. So alongside that little story that you've written yourself, write down. So if it was, Claire, I'll just use you again because it's easy. So like it's the 30th of November. I'm so happy and grateful. I've achieved £350 profit through my Forever business. And I'm taking the kids to Disney Lego Castle. So then write your 3 reasons underneath. So write down exactly the 3 reasons why that £350 is so important to you. So it might not just be taking the kids to that place. There might be other reasons why that's important as well. So write your goal and then write 3 bullet points of 3 reasons why. So why are you wanting to retail through your business? We don't join Forever for CCs. We don't even know what CCs are when we start the business. We join Forever for specific reasons. What are those reasons? Like, we don't join Forever to necessarily retail or recruit, because we don't know what they are until we come into the business. But what's the why behind this? Because that's what's going to link it all together. It's going to get you excited. It's going to make you feel happy. And it's going to allow your business to absolutely soar for the back end of the year. So what I'd love you to do is actually share this on your team page, because it's going to inspire so many other people. It's going to build momentum with the whole group, and you'll naturally start to see that you'll all just bounce off each other. A bit like when me and Nicola were in Dallas, we heard a guy talk about lightning bugs, and Nicola absolutely loved it. And it basically just meant once one person's lit up and they're excited, it's infectious and everybody else starts to do it. And that's what happens within our team. So Nicola's always like, we're going to be lightning bugs, and we literally light each other up. So post it on the page and light other people up, because it will absolutely be infectious for other people too. So if you click on the next slide, please, Nick. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down your top, some of your top 10 customers. So I'm just going to give you a moment, and I want you to write down your top 10 key customers that you currently retail to, or that have bought off you. If you're brand new, just ones that have bought off you recently, just 10 customers. So I want you to write down 10 customers. So I'm just going to give you a moment to do that. And then we're going to do a little bit of customer analysis. So I do this all of the time, because it makes me realize how many opportunities are right in front of my nose that I'm missing. And what we can get into the habit of with our businesses is we're constantly thinking, okay, I need new business all the time. But especially with our retail, which is a huge core foundation of our Christmas campaign, there's so many opportunities right in front of your nose, and I'm going to explain and help you understand that in this process. So I'm just going to give you a couple of moments, and then when you've got 10 written down, I want you to write P next to any of those 10 that you've offered a Pamper and Prosecco evening to. So if there's any of those 10 people that you've done a Pamper and Prosecco evening for them, I want you to write P next to their name. So just write P next to their name. And if you haven't done a Pamper and Prosecco evening for them, just leave it blank. Then I want you to write R next to the name of a customer who have given you a referral. So you've asked them for a referral, they've given you a referral. Just write the letter R next to their name so you know that you've got a referral from them and you've asked them for one. Awesome. Next, I want you to write G next to any of those 10 customers that are gel drinkers. So if you've got some gel drinkers written down, write the letter G next to them so you can see which ones those are. And if they're not currently gel drinkers, just leave it blank. Don't write anything next to their name. The next one is C. So I want you to write C next to them if they have actually done a C9 cleanse before. So if they've done a C9 cleanse with you, or you've spoken to them about the C9 cleanse, write a C next to their name. And then final ones, I want you to write S next to their name if you've spoke to them about the Sonia. So the Sonia hasn't been out that long. It's an incredible product. I'm sure you'll all agree. It's my absolute favourite out of the skincare. So write S next to them if you spoke to them about the Sonia or if they actually use the Sonia skincare range. And if they don't, just leave it blank. So don't put an S next to their name. And then the final one is I want you to write B next to their name if you've actually offered them to look at the business or you've shown them the business. So just write B next to their name if they have seen the business or you've offered it to them. Now, I just want you to just type yes in the chat box if you've got some blanks. So if you've got some people who haven't got a P, an R, a G, a C, an S and a B. Yes. Loads of yeses coming through. So this is a bit of a way to really analyze your customers because 52% of your of existing customers, loads of yeses coming through. Amazing. They are opportunities right in front of your eyes. And guess what? These are the easiest people to work with because they already have belief in you. They already trust you. You have rapport with them. You have a relationship with them. But they are easy because they already believe in the range. So actually by doing a Pamper and Prosecco is nice and easy, which we're going to show you how to do that, by getting a referral, by offering them a drinking gel if they don't take the drinking gel already. These are really easy people to start with. So I want you to just do this with a few volume of customers. Let's say just take 30 customers to start with, literally all blank. Catherine, you have got some amazing opportunities there, which is awesome. So we're going to show you how to utilize this in this webinar. So that's really good. So just know that this is great. Don't be ashamed of it. This shows that you've got opportunity right in front of your eyes that you can take rather than thinking I need new customers. You've got people there that you can use and the opportunities that you can take. So I want you to, if you just move on to the next slide, Nick, this is how we're actually going to start to take them. So for our Christmas campaign, what me and Nick discussed was that we were going to focus on, say that again.
I was unmuted. It's me.
Oh, yes, you.
Sorry, I'll let you go.
So we are going to focus on, well, 5 key areas I put on the slide. But 3 key areas with products, because nowadays in our current world, we are bombarded with information. We have so much information that we see left, right and centre, especially on the likes of social media, but even out there in the world, we're literally bombarded with advertisement all of the time. So nowadays it takes people 12 to 13 times of seeing something before they actually probably act upon it and ask you and come and actually want to purchase a product or inquire about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on a few key areas, because that way people are going to start to see things on a repetitive process. So then your campaign is going to be much, much more effective. rather than campaigns in the past where we've just had maybe each day promoting a different product. It's not as effective because they're only going to see that thing once and they're probably not going to act upon it. So we've actually chosen to focus on key areas, which is the drinking gel, the core foundation, the C9, which is an amazing, obviously 9-day cleanse, as you know, the Sonia skincare, which is a brand new product and it's incredible. We're also going to incorporate some stocking fillers. So there is going to be some other products that we're going to, mention, but they're not going to be the kind of core focus. And we're also going to obviously, like always, focus on building your team and recruitment as well. So let us just talk you through. So I'll start with talking you through the drinking gel. So the first week of our campaign, which will be starting in November, is going to be focused massively around the drinking gel, because it's the foundation of your business. It's the most important customers to look after. So we want to focus your first bit of November on these customers so that you can start to look after them. You can build in your gel drinking orders straight away, and then you can focus on other areas of your retail for the remainder of the month. So the other key thing is on the 1st of November, it's World Vegan Day. So Mike Butterworth, who's one of the Fit ambassadors, he's also one of my uplines. He's been actually doing some research around the B12 in the drinking gels, so we can actually market this towards vegans. So we're going to do a really big thing on the 1st of November around having the drinking gel when you're a vegan and the benefits that it can give you. So that'll be a really good start to it. And also we've got if you buy 2 tri-packs, you get a travel pack free, which the travel pack products are amazing for stocking fillers. So that'll also be a big one that we can promote. But just be rest assured that we're going to be posting regular things on our team pages to give you guidance. We'll be putting some albums in the team pages as well, so that you're full of lots of ideas. But there's also lots of things that you guys have already done around the Glow Challenge. So you'll be able to repeat some of those things too. So the gel drink is the first thing. Get your customer orders through, your gel drinker customers through. So then you can focus on some of the other products and the other campaigns. So the next product after that is the C9. So there's Nicola again. She's like a little celebrity tonight. So the C9 cleanse is going to be focused in the second week, purely because people will want to start to prep for Christmas parties. So what we're going to do is talk about the benefits of doing the cleanse to get back into some of the clothes they love. So we're actually going to talk about maybe a dress or a tux or something that they like to wear, and maybe it's just not that comfortable for them right now. The cleanse is a perfect way for them to start to get back into some of the clothes that they don't feel that comfortable in, and they can start to feel more comfortable in them in 9 days, ready for Christmas parties, various festive activities. So it's going to make them feel really good, as well as the other benefits like the energy, the skin, all that kind of stuff that the cleanse benefits. So the reason why we're promoting it in the second week is because we're actually going to start a 9-day glow challenge. And this is going to be in preparation for December, so that people can be nice and prepped for their Christmas parties, which usually start at the beginning of December. So starting on the 22nd, we're going to encourage people to do the cleanse, hopefully all together, but not everybody will be able to start on the same day. We appreciate that. But we're going to look to start everybody on the 22nd. And again, with the C9, you get a free travel pack, which is also a great other incentive. And like I say, we'll be doing several posts and things and giving you guidance around how you can promote these. But it is just about sharing with passion your benefits of the product and listening to the needs of other people and your customers. So we've got the C9 cleanse. Then we've got the Sonia skincare. So this is the 3rd week. So then we're going to start to look at Sonia skincare. Obviously you can dip in and you can kind of alternate. You don't have to stick to the week strictly, but it's just to give you a bit of a focus each week of where you can direct your attention to. Otherwise your focus can get lost and then you end up doing nothing. So this is obviously a perfect gift for Christmas. We're going to be doing a launch on it, as we are the C9 as well. And we'll be popping together different glow packages. So some people might not have a price range to cover the whole Sonia skincare, which is we appreciate. And obviously all the products can be bought individually. So we'll be doing a few little glow packages. So for instance, the gel mask with like the targeted skincare exfoliator is a really good one that we're going to be putting together. And there'll be various other ones as well, just for different price ranges. So you can say to people, what's the price range? And I'll tailor something to suit you.
Zoe, can I just add in there with you as well that
totally.
The Sonia skincare range will be the product of the month for November.
Yes.
So for all of you guys that maybe are looking for a bit more inspiration, like lots of you already have lots of images that we've given you before that you'll find in your photos and albums in your team pages. But Forever Knowledge have, got a fantastic campaign there, and all the biocellulose masks, remember? Oh, sorry, are they coming up, Zoe? Are they coming up?
No,
okay.
Mention it here.
Okay, so biocellulose mask. For me, I'm just going to be really honest. Let me share my, so I can start my video with Zoe as well. For me, personally, I know that some of my customers who only have minimum spend with me because of, different price budgets for many people, that already I've sold 6 and I've sold them individually. So I sold them for £10 each as a special trial for them, because normally I'm going to sell them in 2s, but I'd like to sell them in 5s, of course, but I'm going to sell them in 2s. Obviously, to get an anti-aging benefit, you need to have, that's why they sell a pack of 5. Oh, hi, Andrew. Obviously, I'm going to turn your video off. Would you mind turning your video off for me, Andrew? That'd be wicked. Obviously, they come in packs of 5, but it's up to you how you want to focus it. But I think they have a really great stocking filler for £10. It's so good. And the kit is, is it £52 though?
Yeah, 52.
So that's, if you do it, obviously, if you're happy to give a £2 discount just to sell them for £10 each, that's what I'm doing through November. I just think it might be a really key thing to add on for stocking fillers.
Yeah, it's amazing, like such a good stocking filler, because everybody loves it. And do you know what? It'll be an amazing way to promote on the social media as well. Like everybody putting the masks on and taking selfies.
Yeah.
So it'll be so good when we can all get our hands on them so that we can actually promote them more via social media, because people love it. They're like, what is this? Like, what are people wearing on their faces? Like, what's it about?
And Forever Knowledge, they've got all their new campaign out for the biocellulose mask, really high resolution professional imagery. And I think that's making a big difference now, guys, especially on your Instagram. If you've got professional imagery, so high resolution, Instagram love it, and they push you more on algorithms. So be really mindful of that, making sure that your imagery, you haven't got too much text or wording on it. They don't like it. So with Bonnie and Pearl, the campaign, if I put any wording that covers 20% of that image or more, they just push you down. Facebook will not shoot you off things, or Instagram. So just be mindful, if you can, have no wording on posters. But I've also noticed on Forever, on the biocellulose mask, they've only got little wording, which is perfect. You can use that.
Amazing. That's really good to know.
Okay.
So this will be that will be the 3rd week. Do you want to take this bit, Nick?
Oh yeah, stay on there with me, because I think it's good if we do it together. Guess what?
Yeah.
I just thought of something. So I was just going to say, for stocking fillers, which is great, I forgot this slide was next. I can't believe you got me on every slide. I did not put these slides together, by the way, guys.
She's like just so in love with herself. She needs to be on everyone.
I
did the slides.
Zoe did all the slides. In fact, Zoe's done all the work. She's been amazing and like incredibly supportive with everything that I do as well. And I'm going to pay her tenfold back when I get full time. Don't worry. She's going to be flying around the world with me. So one of the things I want to talk about is stocking fillers. This last year was my biggest push in order to qualify for some of the incentives for myself. So stocking fillers I love, because I know so many people love those, especially when I message them about being their personal shopper. Let me get your Christmas stocking fillers done for your children, teenagers. So I do teenager packs. But one of the biggest things, eyeliner, of course, eye cream, exfoliator. But I'm focused, last month I sold 32 night gels. So the gel mask. Which is my favourite. They're £22, as you know. £22 so many pence. I sell them for £22 because I like to round my numbers up. I think people prefer it, just from sales, from learning that from Bonnie and Pearl. They like easy peasy, 22, 21. Yeah. They just love it. And it's really worked for me. So all the people that have bought them last month, I'm now targeting, obviously, their friends and family, all my customers I'll be retouching now because they've been using it for themselves. Now it's about what about gifts for people? And I'm just putting clear cello wrap with a nice bow around it, super simple. So I think if you can, £22 is a lovely gift. It's obviously maybe a bit expensive for some people for stockings, but personally I think it's a fantastic gift. So that's one of my top things, I think.
And the biggest thing I think to take from what Nick's saying is like, she's so passionate. So if there's like a product that you're really passionate about in the Sonia skincare, like focus on, like have that as like a main focus for like a week, and like recommend that to friends and family, and your passion will just be infectious. Like people will naturally just want to buy it because that's what we do. Just like when you recommend a film or restaurant, it is just because you are so excited and passionate about it. So yeah, like definitely use that to your advantage.
That is so true, because somebody said, Nicola, how did you do it? Like, what did you do? Did you discount loads? No, I sold for £22. Obviously, like, I can't remember, it's £22 something, £22. But whenever I go to the hairdressers, I always take one product that I'm focusing on that month with me. So I normally take the Sonia serum. I've sold, my hairdressers now actually supply that. So they buy them off me and they retail them. But the gel mask, now for me, because I'm using it, you're right, Zoe, it's passion. Like when I was sat there, they were like, I was like, Chris, you've got to try this. He was like, what is it? I've been wearing it 3 to 4 times a week. I gave him the facts. So it basically goes down to a cellular layer. It's the only night gel mask on the market within a gel that goes that deep, and literally the rejuvenation is phenomenal. As I look at my skin, they're like, oh my God, you're glowing. I was like, honestly, babe, it's this new thing. I'm loving it. And then they're like, oh, order me one of those. I said, it's only £22. So like, oh, get me one. Then he got his partner. They're married. Then he got Lee one. And I was like, oh, brilliant. And the lady next door was like, what's that? And it literally, I was like, easy. So I did 5 in the hairdressers. So I think, obviously, that's from me going crazy. I know lots of the team are going to see this picture. This is Kat's little boy, Joel. He's the cutest. I think he looks like Tom Hanks' child, because I think he's the cutest. Me. Tom Hanks. But on a serious note, I think this for me is my biggest focus for the year. And it started back in October. But I think I've just spoke to my husband. He's come in and he's just like, Nick, do you want me to come on the call? He never used to come on any calls. And I just say, he's been on one. Now he's like, do you need me?
Now he's obsessed.
Yeah. But he also said is the key for Christmas, whether it's retail or recruitment, is you start in early. Many of you will know it's half term for mums. So lots of them already started their Christmas shopping. So it really is the time to, like Zoe said, put down that goal now and decide what you want. And if that is that you want to build a team and you'd like 2019 to be the year that you actually decide and take that business to where you want it to go, this is the key part with recruitment. And this is the time when people actually want extra money. Some people used to fear messaging people at Christmas because they think they haven't got the £200 to start. And I can tell you now, I've sponsored today. Well, I sponsored one later today, one starting on Friday, and I never even really pushed for that. People want extra income, and when you're excited and passionate about products and business, it will come. So it really depends now on what you want, how good your contact list is, as in if you've got it ready, and what you're committing, I suppose, for. So like Zoe's put on the slide, is despite what people may say, this is 100% the perfect time. Emma joined in December. My sister joined December the 14th. And it obviously, and I remember her coming home and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, are you crazy? I feel really bad for doing that now, because obviously people have said that to me. But yeah, Emma thought I thought she was crazy. And within 4 months, her income was forever, just blew me away. I think it was 4,337.69. That was the month that she showed me on her phone. But that is because Emma spoke to 360 people within 2 weeks. Only 2 people said yes in that first bunch that she did. And then over the next 16 weeks, people were just dropping through, and the duplication, because then they were like, wow, we'd like to build a team. So the excitement comes from you. And it also comes from exactly what Zoe said at the very beginning is, why are you doing this? Have you got that belief, number one? And if you don't, borrow it from your upline, borrow it from the people around you, because you can see it works, and there's no reason why it can't work for you. It just takes dedication and that complete desire to achieve it. And that nothing that happens will stop you from achieving it. So people can use the starter box for Christmas gifts. That's brilliant, a genius idea. So even though it's £199.75, we know it's valued at much higher. So they get a lot of gifts there, to get their feedback for their family and friends as well, from giving gifts for their business. And explain how much they would earn, of course, of it as well. So if they were to sell that box, how much retail they would come back. That's actually a really key. I never even thought of that, so that's a really good idea.
And the other thing as well, like I did a Pamper and Prosecco on Friday for a customer of mine who's really interested in the business. I spoke to her years ago, which just shows you fortunes in the follow-up. She actually came back to me and she was like, so I'm ready to, I've been thinking about it forever now, I'm ready to look into it. And when I spoke to her about the one-to-one, she was like, do you know what, I don't really know if I have the money to sign up. And I was like, that's fine. Said, I'll do a Pamper and Prosecco night for you, invite people around. And she earned over £100 just in that one evening. And she was like, oh my God, like this has made me so excited to do it. She was like, I can't believe like how well that's gone. Mm-hmm. So she is now just going to obviously get the remainder of the money for the pack herself and use that money, but she's already got customers. So if you have, like, let's say when you're doing Pamper and Prosecco nights for your customers as well, which I'm going to show you how you can set that up in a moment, you can say to them, like if I had a customer and I went and did a Pamper and Prosecco night for them, I would actually say to them, do you know how much you would have earned if you were hosting that yourself? Like, so imagine if I'd have just done that for Sarah, just to say, I'll come do a Pamper and Prosecco for you and your friends. If I'd have said to her, do you know what, if you were doing that, you would have earned yourself £100. Like, that would get them thinking. Like, that would definitely get them thinking about, actually, like, why couldn't I do this? Yeah. So, yeah, it's really powerful.
That's so true. And then obviously on the screen right now, you can see an example message that you can message to people. Now you've got loads of these templates. All I would say is just make sure it sounds like you. Don't be a dummy or a robot. It has to sound like you.
So this is actually an exact message that I use. That's okay. Like an exact message that I use. So it was like, hi Charles, how are you, lovely? I was at the NC clinic again yesterday. So that's some place that she recommended to me. So like we both, the thing that we have in common is Nikki, like we both know Nikki. I know I spoke to you about how you could easily earn an extra £400 to £800 a month really flexibly. Last year, I wondered if now's a better time to take a look. Would an extra £400 to £800 a month alongside what you're currently doing interest you? So simple. And she joined. We had a one-to-one, she ended up joining. It's just about being yourself. Really is.
I agree. And using images like that will get people to follow you and watch you, trust me. He's so cute. I love him.
Yeah, I mean, imagine putting that and showing how, like, easy it is to build your business around your little ones and how they're helping you with, like, your orders and stuff. It's so powerful.
Actually, on this note, a lot of my team that are already on right now will already have heard me say this, but I'm going to repeat it again. When I first started Forever, and I know Zoe will be the same, and many of the managers and leaders that have been in the business around 4 years, I actually put on my Facebook, I didn't spam, I probably had a good 80-20% ratio, but I did put on my Facebook, I am looking to build a team. I am looking for key people that might be interested in an extra income. If you're open to taking a look and it's interesting for you, let me know, get in touch. So I've been doing that since the last 7-8 weeks again, because I think people got a bit scared of doing it because it might be spamming, but it's not. Like, how do people know if we're looking? And if some people are offended by it, that's okay. It can't be for everybody. So I would say you're in a peak season. Be really clever with how you're marketing yourself. If you don't know what to do and it's not your, it's not your strength, copy. But make sure you reword it so it sounds like you, so it's not identical, because there's nothing worse than seeing the same message or status as everybody else. But I used to, when I first started, and I knew that the likes of Emma Cooper, Ange Loughran, Lisa Prescott, Natalie Healy, Juliana Bevan, all these people to me were, obviously I knew of them. Jane Leach, I was like, well, what are they doing? So I would go to their business pages and I would stalk. And I'm like, oh, and then I saw a picture of, for example, Juliana and her baby. I'm like, okay, so a picture of maybe me and my nephew, because I don't have a baby anymore. Maybe that would work. Let me have a look at the writing, copied, pasted, and then changed a bit of it. But the layout was the same. And I got results. Ange Loughran said, why try and reinvent the wheel? Do what successful people do and copy it. So I implore all of you to go and have a look at the people that inspire you, but the people that are getting the results. That's what you want. So can you just pop your hands up? Who's at Success Day? Let's make this a bit interactive a minute. Who's coming to Success Day on Saturday? Pop your hands up for me. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, Catherine just put, I use lots of pictures like this. So like Catherine's, whose little boy's on the screen, on my VIP page last year, where he was my Christmas elf, helped to wrap the gifts, etc., and hit 7 case credits in November, and in just retail got my first promotion. It works.
Hang on, who's this now?
Catherine.
Ah, yes, you did, Kat. Honestly, your son sells. Can we take a pic? Can we just use your son's pictures, please? Can I just pretend he's mine just for a few days? But honestly, on this note, it's attraction marketing. One of my key areas. I love coaching it. It's all about attraction marketing and getting the right words. So, Kat, you are fantastic with words. I've got to say it. Even I'm like, copy paste. So just be like mindful of how you separate your text, not in big bulk, you know. And Facebook and Instagram love emojis now. So try and break your text up with emojis. It's a big thing. And if you don't know how to do it, YouTube it. And that's what I did. That's how I've learned myself. So Zoe, you are the queen of Pamper and Prosecco's. I launched this last year for myself, and I had great results, and I know lots of the team had it. So and now with your Prosecco, you've got the new Berry Nectar, which, by the way, is amazing with Prosecco, and the peaches is amazing with gin. So you can obviously make up some different kind of concoctions there. So you can use this status, guys, copy and paste. The first 10 people to comment Prosecco. Actually, Zoe, do you want to talk this through? Because this is your baby, really.
Yeah, so this is just a status. One of our team used it and it was really effective. So we do it every so often, actually, in our team. I'll put it as a little challenge for them to do. And I always get 10 people comment. So I've got some people that I need to follow up with to get dates booked in. So all you do is, I would do it on an evening, but I wouldn't do it on a Friday. Friday evenings, not as many people are online. I would do it like during the week, or a Sunday evening's really good. So you just put win-win-win. So the little, it's kind of not transferred, but in between the win is just Prosecco glasses emoji. The first 10 people to comment Prosecco will win a Pamper and Prosecco evening for you and 8 of your friends in your own home, with Prosecco thrown in too, in the months of November and December. And then people just post Prosecco underneath. You would obviously just then go and message them and just say, oh my God, amazing, like, let's get it booked in. And it's just such an easy way. Like, why would people not want to, not want that? Like, of course they do. Like, I would love someone to come and give me a Pamper and Prosecco evening. And also just go and, if you could just go back one slide, Nick, just go and message your customers as well. So contact your regular customers. So like the people who you've written down out of those 10 that you haven't put a P next to for Pamper and Prosecco, just go and contact them and just say, as you've been such an amazing loyal customer to me this year, I'd like to treat you to a Pamper and Prosecco evening for you and 8 of your close friends. How easy is that going to be to get booked in? So if you're not necessarily on social media, or you don't do a lot on social media, or you don't want to put that status up, just go and contact like your regular customers. It's super, super easy.
On that point as well, I was going to actually share, and my brain's just gone a minute because my cattle's just gone, about with I don't know if any of you have heard of Sensei. The Sensei is a candle company. It's a network marketing company, but the lady that I actually like buying some of the smellies from her. It's lovely.
Oh, I have heard of that. I'm on a group.
So, but do you know what? Whenever she delivers my goods, I think we'll order every couple of months from her. And whenever she delivers my stuff, she puts the brochure in, and there's always a leaflet in there saying, if you book a party, you'll get this, this, and this. So I'm actually in the process of designing on Canva my own ones. So every time someone places an order, I'm going to put in there 2 different parties they can have, maybe a Pamper and Prosecco. I haven't decided on the second one yet. I'm undecided, so let me know if you can think of anything. The Pamper and Prosecco evening, or just maybe a skincare night.
Yeah.
Drink. And you can say the host will get maybe 10% of the sales that night towards her order.
Yeah.
And it really works, because I'm even thinking I might have a sensing night for her to support her, because then she might do it for me. And maybe then I'll get somebody off, because I want to get like a plug-in thing that I like from her, because I love smellies in my home. I use the essential oils as well. I love those, and you can actually put them in some of the burners. So I'm like, So have a little think about that. It might be something you want to offer
so
to.
What does she ask you that, Nick, or does she put something in?
No, that's why I quite like it, because it's. Sorry, guys, I need to look at pictures.
Sorry, Zoe, it's me making tea. My bad.
Real life. It might. Actually, I'm going to show you because I've got it here. Let me just show you. It's little A5 leaflets. You can print them off. I'm going to get a load done. I got all of my business cards as well, so I thought I'd do it all in one load.
Why don't we do them for the team, Nick? We could create them.
I'd love it, but obviously it depends what people want to give for their business, because it's your own business. You might not want to give 10%.
Yeah.
You might want to give a gift.
Yeah.
It really is quite. Where is it? It's really quite. I think it's personal for you and your business. But if you guys just want generic ones, sorry, I'm just going to look for it, just because I got it already, and I wanted to. Because I've been away. Hang on.
Go on the next slide, babe, and I'll talk through the next one while you're finding it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so gift vouchers, we are going to pop on some gift vouchers as well. So it's a perfect time of year to offer some gift vouchers to reward customer loyalty. So usually I actually write Christmas cards to my customers. I'll send them a Christmas card because I just think getting something in the post is, for me, it's such a lovely feeling, and it's something that nowadays isn't done as much. Like, people don't send cards and things as much. So I think it's just a really nice touch. You can obviously also send it over on social media. There's like little videos that you can do, which can kind of just make it a bit more personable. But we're going to design some gift vouchers, so they'll be done by the time November's here. So you can start to get those sent out to customers. And birthday message, I don't know how many of you actually utilise this, but if you don't, you are missing a trick. So every single day, I love wishing people happy birthday anyway, but I also use it to share with people, like, part of my business. So I'll just say, like, happy birthday, Nicola, hope you're having a lovely day. How are you, lovely? I hope you're having a super special day and enjoy your celebrations. And then obviously they'll come back to me, thank you so much, that's so nice of you. And then I'll just say, send me your address and I'll send you some of the beauty products I use and work with, so you can have a birthday pamper. And then what you can do around the Christmas period, if you want to, is you can obviously send them a 10% gift voucher and just say, and you can also have a 10% gift voucher off your first order. Mm-hmm. So you can add that in there. So it's a really good way to generate sales. If you go on to the next one, Nick.
I can't find it, by the way. I know okay. I know it's here somewhere for me to action.
So marketing, there's the luxury gift bags, which is like an example. I've got one obviously there in that picture. So market yourself with them. They look amazing, and you can get them in the big size or the small ones. So they'll be in quite a few of our photos that we're going to upload for you. But, you know, do your own as well. Ask women for what their wish list is to contact their partners. We're going to use a code called Glow Gift for a promotional offer. So we're going to give you lots and lots of guidance. So for the time being, what I would do is just start with some of the basic stuff of reaching out to customers, doing the vouchers, and actually looking, like you said, at those 10 customers and what opportunities you can start to take with them, but then even look at some more, your next load of customers, and just break it down into doing little bits every single day. So you can do specific polls on your social media, so have a think about some of those, but we're going to guide you on some as well. There's also text message marketing, which can work really effectively, actually. So you can actually message some of your customers directly. So maybe people who aren't online, or sometimes it's even just people get back to you more, even if you just use text message, because people can get quite distracted on social media. We're going to play some fun games with customers as well, so that'll be great for your VIP pages, like the elf name game, and like type in their favourite Christmas movie in as a GIF, because it just people love it. It gets them entertained. And just the key thing is, like, just show that you care, like tailor everything towards the customer, just be genuine, be yourself, and most importantly, be happy. I keep reiterating this completely to my team. If they ever come to me and they're not in a great state, I'm just like, do you know what? I want you to focus on one thing, and that is being happy. Because there's been times when I've been running my business and I haven't been very happy. And naturally, you're radiating this energy to people without even realizing. You're radiating this energy out into the universe, and it comes back and it doesn't bring you results. I can promise you that. So I've worked my absolute butt off before, but because I've been in such the wrong kind of state, it's actually resulted in absolutely nothing. I've, over the last few months, worked half the amount of time on my forever business, but I've doubled my results personally because of actually how I feel in me. So I would just focus on being genuine, being yourself, but just being happy, like have fun in what you're doing. And obviously just use some of the guidance that we're giving you and just do the amount that you want to do. Focus on 30 minutes a day. If you've got a busy job, 30 minutes a day, you can get loads done in just a focused 30 minutes.
Zoe, I was going to actually add something here that there's some people, I know there's many people on my team that are on right now on the call that I know have incredible marketing ideas. Like you guys last year, and like obviously Kat's on right now, Andrew's on as well. The guys that have really created some really great things for their VIPs, for their profiles. If you've got anything, you know, be a contributor, share it to the team pages, because to help other people, that makes you happy. I love it, you know, and if it wasn't for example, something like Zoe and I, we're the managers on the call right now. We want to do this to help you. We're very much contributors. And I generally believe that the more you put out there, you come back. So your skills, we all have different strengths in different areas. Please share. One of the biggest things I know we touched on flyering, but I also I'm paying my kids and bribery, but I can't go out flying all the time, so I don't have time for my 2 jobs. But I've created like just the, you know, work from home, are you looking for an extra income flyers that are generic ones that Forever do, anyone Forever Knowledge, printed them off, and I've done a load now with Christmas feel, some icicles on, snowflakes, and that's it. And I've got loads for my kids to send out. But I just thought when you were online, when you mentioned the Clean 9, I'm going to do Clean 9 ones. I think that would be massive, because at the moment I'm just targeting the people that I know, the people that I think I can reach on Facebook, when actually right around me in my estate, a brand new housing estate, where there's like probably age 25 to max 50 here, ideal candidates. Now I'm like, why aren't I doing Clean 9s? None of these people even know probably that I do Forever, like probably easily like 80% of them. I'm going to do that. So I would maybe, you guys, get yourself a nice flyer of a Clean 9. Like, are you looking to look good, feel good for the Christmas season even? And then January for after Christmas, you know that's such a key time. So basically, I think what you can easily take from this, and this is why when people say to me, oh, it's not working, I'm not getting the results, I'm like, what activity are you doing? Because it works. It just depends on how much time and effort in the right areas that we're putting. So I think we've given you a lot of information. We'll go on this now, a lot of information, but like Zoe said, keep it simple. We're going to be giving you lots of ideas. Like Zoe said, we're spacing it out. 1 week we're concentrating on skincare, 1 week we've got C9s, 1 week we've got recruitment. So we're breaking up for you so it doesn't feel like overwhelm. We're giving you all the information now, so we've told you what's coming. So you're probably then at the end, even me, I'm thinking, oh, I want to do that, where do I start? Don't worry, I'm going to create a calendar so you can see very clearly what's coming up, so you can add your own little flair into it as well.
Amazing.
Okay, Zoe, go for it.
So these are some of the online launches. So what we need from you is to understand how you can help. So you guys have, I know with Nicola, you have a retail page, like a group retail page. You could use that, or it might be that you do your own individual ones, which is totally cool as well. I know for me and my group, we have a retail page as well. So we're going to be utilizing this to do some online launches. So what we need to do is I'm going to pop a poll on my team page. I don't know whether Nick might do the same with hers. And I'm just going to get an idea of who would be happy to help with some of these launches. But we're just going to do some videos. It's all about stories, testimonials, and gaining interest for the C9, the Sonia Skincare, and obviously the drinking gel as well. So we're going to do one every single Wednesday. It won't be massively long. It'll probably be like 20 minutes, half an hour. It's just going to be a really quick, concise launch, but it's really going to help you to build on your retail, and we can add a bit of recruitment in there as well. And then we're going to do a 9-day glow challenge. Mike and Lindsay, so Mike I mentioned is one of the Fit Ambassadors Forever. He's creating some really, looking at creating some really cool posts, actually, to help support people when they're doing the 9-day cleanse towards the end of November, which will be really good because they did some the other year and it was amazing. So that's what's coming up. But like Nick says, just relax around it for now. We just want to let you know, and we're going to give you loads and loads of guidance.
And support. Yeah, just double check, guys, on the Allo Life page. I'm going to speak to Emma and the Eagles leadership team just to double check if they will be happy if we do these lives and do the events in the page, because the Allo Life page is working really well right now, as you've seen. And maybe we can get Sean on helping us. I just need to double check for the 9-day glow challenge, the 22nd to 30th. Check out if the dates work for the what we were doing, and if it doesn't, you want to do this, guys, it's really all up to you with your customers. Absolutely fine. Yeah. I'll just work on that as well. But Zoe, can I just take this time to say thank you so much for doing all of these? It's amazing. It's so really, really good. Many of you remember this is my favorite last year. I loved doing this campaign. It was brilliant. Black Friday, and also we have a Cyber Monday for many of you. So remember, this is your business. If you decide you want to just put a special offer on these days, do it. For me, I like to give products away rather than discounting if I can. So completely up to you if you want to do that special on that day. We'll give you some wicked posts. For people that are in Diamond Eagles, and I think Zoe's got it in her team page, you've already got a photo album. If you go to photos, click on albums, there's 3 pages, remember, so you can click the arrows to go find it. There's a Black Friday campaign there, which is really well designed. Is there anything that you're doing on that? It's the 21st of November.
So I think our team will probably do something around the Wednesday, and then it'll be like all of the offers will be available until Friday. Yeah. So it'll just pre-launch it, because sometimes I find people are out on a Friday doing bits. Yeah. So I think we'll probably launch it on the Wednesday, the 21st, just to keep it in concession with all the other launches as well. So everybody knows on a Wednesday there'll be something on.
Yeah, great idea.
Cool. And then I think that's pretty much everything. So yeah, just think about your first action step that you're going to take, when it'll be done, because once you take that, you'll just get excited. And then the final thing is, if you were able to believe in Santa Claus for 8 years, you can believe in yourself for 5 seconds. You've totally got this.
For 8 years, can I just say, I believe in Santa Claus for 13. Don't spoil it, okay? Honestly, I remember my sister and brother crying their eyes out when he wasn't real, and my mum and dad kept the magic alive for a long time. But do you know what? It's true. This does work. It's really exciting. This is the key time for sales. I know that because of my doll company. Every company now, every business in the land is setting themselves up for their sales. You are a business. It might have only cost you £200, but believe me, I earn more from this than 250 grand investment in a toy company. In fact, I haven't taken a wage from my toy company for 6 months now. So that is what you've got your hands on. So treat it seriously. If it overwhelms you with all the information, just focus on 1 or 2 products. Yeah. That's where your beauty. Set yourself a target on how many you want to sell of them. If you want to start building a team, set yourself a target every day to contact 2, 3, 4 or 5 new people, 10 if you're full time. Keep it really simple. That's one thing I've done in the last 2 months, and I'm seeing massive growth again. So just enjoy it. Have fun. You've got your own business. You're sat on a gold mine. It's just waiting for you to go, ring that bell and go, let's get off. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Definitely post your goal on the team page as well, remember, because it will inspire so many other people. And just look out for the things that will be coming up over the next week before November starts, so that we can really start to launch this thing and get it going. But
the last thing I want to say is, can you all wave your magic fairy dust over me tonight when you sleep, ready for my doll campaign? And if you see anything sharing, wish me luck, because it's got to go well, because I'm all for forever.
Yay!
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.